straight, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan State's offense will be first on the attack. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This crowd full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they can impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession.
Touchdown, Ducks! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
It's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Leaves it with the back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught near the sideline, it's Johnson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. On target. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Sometimes a play like that, incorporating the back in the passing game, almost seems like cheating. It's so easy.
Yep, because you can run it against man or you can run it against zone. If you're patient, obviously, with zone coverage, he can come open. But man-to-man, I like my chances of a running back versus a linebacker. So nice job by the quarterback. Nice job by the running back.
He leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get them behind the sticks a little.
necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective at the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, running back gets to give. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Oh, he makes the catch.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up fourth.
Wants to return it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Pocket breaking down. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. This time they'll go to the running game. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Motion from the wideout. The run from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Houck. He's got him. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Touchdown, Smarty! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the 2nd level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Looking to throw for it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide open downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. the threat on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, "Why aren't you getting past?"
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Handoff from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun. The running back has it. Turning it on. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell, among many, who's been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pull back a couple years ago, such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face, and they're going to play physical.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. The play-action fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That's caught. It's Miles. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Caught behind the line. It's Galladay. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Spartans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Here's the pressure. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves them with 2nd and 20. To the air. It's Howe. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the wideout. He got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the middle. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Spartans will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score with the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Fitted in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And I tell you what, every time you throw it that direction, your coach holds his breath. Like, it was just a tip there, but he's #1 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Breaks on the ball, sees the ball, make big plays. Be careful throwing that direction.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game, one of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage.
Breaks into the open. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking downfield, it's Hout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. And the quarterback hung up 2 and sacked at the 12. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. That'll close the gap to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Across the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
How nice is it in an offense where you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might as well give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
He'll try to do it himself. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And the Ducks are on the move. from the gun, running back on the move. Touchdown Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. With that last score, being comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking to throw, it's Hout. Finds us back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Caught over the middle. It's Miles. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miles. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Miles. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides the back on the option to give. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Hout. Got his man quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play call, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Got him downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying to impose their will with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The give to the single back. And into the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Houck. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Galladay. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way through.